Our final nominee representing Eagle Blitz, Mr. Jackson Thomas, if you would stand. To understand what drives Jackson Thomas, all you have to do is say, how did you respond when you heard you'd been nominated for the Student Excellence Award? And he said, my first thought was, I'm thankful to God for the parents that he gave me. His dedication, his understanding, his love of his parents is because of how much they poured into him. His father's from Trinidad, and his father's mother moved him and his sister to Ohio some years ago, living in a very poor living. But the father went to work very, very hard in a restaurant, also played soccer, developed himself, and had an opportunity to be in a soccer scholarship at university, or he could join the Navy and be married to a lady he had met working in the restaurant. He chose the Navy and the lady, and that became Jackson's parents. Jackson is the baby of 8 boys in the family. Of the 8 boys, all 8 won Eagle Scout in scouting. And for anyone in this room that doesn't know much about Eagle Scouting, only 2% of all scouts ever achieve Eagle designation. 8 out of 8. All 8 were homeschooled. 6 of the 8 sold books. And with Jackson being the baby, he had quite a legacy to live up to. But he's always been a thinker about impact of the world and believing that the talents he's been given are God-given to do some good. He strategically stayed around home at a smaller college his first year so that he could then go to the place he really wanted to go, which is Asbury. Showed up at Asbury as a complete stranger to all other students and very quickly became well-known on that campus, recruiting a team that was an awesome and tremendously successful team. He also played soccer there, walking onto their soccer team. This past year, he declined to play soccer because he was elected as class president at Asbury. Now, class president doesn't just snap their fingers and things happen. In fact, what he's discovered is it takes incredible motivational and organizational skills to get anything done. But every activity of meaning that goes on at Asbury is put together through his efforts and his work, whether it's philanthropies, charities, athletic events, social events, and helping the group that's there as well. In other words, he has developed himself as a leader and then as a leader of leaders. And what really gets inspiring when you think about Jackson is that even though he didn't start as a top bookman and struggled his second summer to do as well as his first, he leapfrogged ahead this summer, leading by example, having his best week, and in the process, inspiring his team, many of whom are going to be back leading the way this next year. He is dedicated, he is focused, and he is all about having an impact in his current world and in his future world. His whole belief is that there's nothing to fear because God's got it managed. His oldest brother, who sold books first, said, Jackson is that unique combination. He takes care of business, and he knows that God will take care of the people. And that's a fantastic thing to say about him. So, Jackson Thomas, you're a worthy nominee, a second-time nominee for the Student Excellence Award, by the way. Let's give it up for Jackson.